hear me okay. I am using my Bluetooth thing. So I'm going to pull a few cards and see what happens out of the Spirit Halloween deck tonight. It's going to be a dark screen reading, okay, guys? So you probably won't really be able to see the cards, but I actually have kind of like a nice little setup here with my little lantern and my sun card blanket that I also got at the Spirit Halloween store. But I actually ordered that online like at the end of the season, the blanket. But the cards I think I got the cards like the day after Halloween or something. Anywho, we shall see what the messages come out to be. So, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, you're having a swell evening thus far on a Tuesday. Alrighty. I'm watching some old footage of ACDC here. Ace of Swords. Very interesting. The King of Swords came out in my reading earlier tonight. And this is the Ace of Swords, which is this Quetzalcoatl. It's like some Incan or Peruvian type of serpent with wings here, like a dragon. Ace of Swords is also the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So somebody definitely has something to say. They could also be sharp-tongued. One of my friends that was a Libra that I knew in college, oh my God, like he could really rip somebody apart. So I was just like, I hope he never gets mad at me because it's going to be like really unpleasant. But I feel like for whoever this is, it's like it's with a reason because they're like over this temple here and on the card. So it's kind of like this serpent, this dragon is kind of like guarding, almost like guarding the secrets, The Ten of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. And it has the Minotaur, which is a very sturdy, animal, beast, creature, right? Ten of Pentacles, financial abundance, success, always having a roof over your head type thing. You know what I mean? Never having to worry where your next meal comes from. Always having clean clothes on your back. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily about having a certain amount of dollars in your pocket. It's being able to invest in yourself so that you're healthy enough to survive, right? A lot of people struggle with, budgeting and survival skills and things of that nature. But, how's your blood pressure? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it might be good to watch a tarot reading, but when's the last time you had your blood pressure checked, right? Um, make sure you're doing the things you need to be doing. This just fell out, and oh my gosh, here it is. I don't know why this was coming through in the channeling. I think you guys can kind of see who it is here. It's numero 15 in the deck, which is El Diablo, the demon card here, and it is right in the solar plexus, which I feel like for some of you, you could have some kind of blockage going on. You feel like you are unable to move forward either creatively or constructively or something because of perhaps an entanglement that you have had. But right here in your sacral, you have this Ten of Pentacles. So this is kind of showing me that yes, you maybe like have these demons that pop up, okay? but part of what you're doing is channeling it constructively. Okay, that it is flashing the truth out starting at the root, and that's why you had the Ace of Swords there. Okay, so this is very, very strong. This could also be, if you're a masculine, you could also have Capricorn in your chart. Like this devil, this demon, this, it's like doing the shadow work, like you're not afraid to get in there and say like, okay, like why am I drinking so much, or why are my relationships so unsteady or unstable, or why am I never happy in a career choice, you know what I mean, like whatever it is that's preventing you from feeling like you're succeeding, right? um this, it's like you're attacking this devil like with that Capricorn type energy, like that steadfastness where it's like, okay, um you know it's the season of everything looking gray and gloomy, but I know there's going to be a sunny day ahead. Okay. And maybe that sunny day is in Florida. I don't know. Right. Um, the majority of people live not in the panhandle. I was looking at that. Anyway, the moon card, werewolf. We just had a big spooky moon. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? Are you gonna be a werewolf? Um, this is really interesting. I feel like somebody perhaps around Halloween could be like revealing their feelings for you, almost like um their heart has this like animalistic kind of vibe, and they just are like not going to be able to kind of like, if they come into contact with you anyway, I'm saying, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but if you like, what if you're at the same party or something, I don't know, um they might, kind of display that like twinkle in the eye, and you're like, what, you know what I mean, because like um it may not be something that they are used to exposing, especially here with the moon card. Like it's kind of something that comes around once in a while. It's not like all the time in your face. So um yeah, if you've had trouble with that before here with like this Five of Swords and people like claiming that they were in your corner but not, it's, you're gonna have somebody display something um quite more genuine here, with this werewolf energy coming through. Okay. And it's like, yeah, this can look, and again, it's like not being afraid of doing the shadow stuff, because you're like the other night, I mean, I took the dog out. It's like I didn't have to turn on any lights to find the hook to see. I mean, that moon was so bright. Like, I had no problem putting her on the lead outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right? Take a look at myself. You can go that way too, right? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Pumpkinhead. I don't think I ever saw that one. Okay. Some of this old Led Zeppelin, it's like they were old then and they're still old now, and like one day I will be that old. It's kind of interesting concept when you think about that a little bit. Two of Cups, you guys, this came out in the earlier reading today. Which I didn't really intend on doing two readings today, but that's just how it turned out. Plus I'm kind of like laid up here a little bit because I had a little minor foot surgery. Two of Cups is in the throat chakra. So I feel like there could be somebody who has strong feelings towards you and actually wants to communicate that. They may be like not sure of the timing. And for some of you, this may not come during Scorpio season. It might happen in Sagittarius season. Okay, so like the reading previously today was the Two of Wands was out there, so there wasn't like a rush to make a decision. I'm not saying you can like delay indefinitely decisions. I'm just saying that nobody's going to be forcing you. Okay. So yes, like somebody could be like, oh my God, you're the Two of Cups, you're my love, blah, 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 right? But I mean, if they're still dancing with this demon, like every night, are you gonna be like, well, I guess it's okay because they say they're gonna change eventually, right? Or are they actually gonna do, Okay, so it's just one of those things. Like I dated this one guy I dated. He's like, well, I don't go out to the bars. I don't do that. But you know what? He put down more beer than I did during the week. Okay. Because he drank at home like almost every night. And then, if there was band practice, then that was at least a 12 pack for him. You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's just say what you will, but people, execute the behaviors in different ways. Somebody says, I want the Sigma. Yeah, there are like some personality things out there on YouTube talking about Sigma males and Sigma females. Maybe there's some personality traits that you admire out of that, right? The Queen of Cups. Maybe that Sigma has some Queen of Cups characteristics. Maybe they are a caring person. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and it is Scorpio season. And so somebody could be envisioning, especially if you are a Scorpio, they could be envisioning you and how they see you. Or you could be a masculine energy kind of envisioning like, who is this Queen of Cups to me? Do they, are they kind of like this kind of Scorpio lady that I know that likes to kind of dress like this, and maybe she's a little mysterious, or whatever it is, right? Everybody has kind of that mental picture, but with this Two of Cups here and the werewolf with this moon in the heart chakra, I just feel like something's really going to kind of burst open, like vocally, verbally. There's going to be a manifestation beyond just, but it's going to include physical movement. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I think this is saying just don't lose your head in this situation. Okay, yes, it could be a little bit far-reaching, complicated. It could be, conjecture, right? That doesn't mean that it's not going to turn out, because the Four of Pentacles is also about stability. Okay, it's not just about not letting go so you can get more. Like it's, also about making smart decisions when the time is right. So, yeah, you might be reaching for something, but if you don't have the proper help, then you're like, well, do I really need to be, am I holding my own ladder here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how injuries happen, right? People break hips and stuff. So anyway, moving on, I want to pull some more conversation cards because I only did a few in the earlier reading today, and I'm just feeling that this is kind of the energy that's happening right now. So we'll get into these a little bit more and see how they relate to whatever. Somebody says, I'm doing me right now. Yeah, they could be doing their shadow work, okay? They could be like really confronting like what's going on, okay? marry me. This could be a message for that Queen of Cups. Like, the Queen of Cups is supposed to be somebody who's like very caring, right? And, you know, it's kind of like that drifting away, like next to the ocean type. You know what I mean? Just drifting off. Bell. Yeah. Save the bell for the morning, right? It's all right because I'm saved by the bell. True story. I went on a date with a guy and we had an age gap. I didn't think the age gap was going to be that much of a difference. It was like I don't know, like a 10-year, like he was 10 years older or something. And he was like a school teacher or worked, and I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, and I think I was still in college, like I wasn't finished with college yet. Anyway, we went and like sat at this local restaurant, like just had a meal together, right, and everything. And for some reason, the TV show I brought up like Saved by the Bell, and I don't know, maybe it was because he was a teacher or something, and I started singing the theme song, and he like he had no idea what I was talking about, and I was like, I don't know if I can date you. You know what I mean? And I was kind of saying it like jokingly, and I think he was too. But then it was like, yeah, it's like one of those things that there's nothing wrong with him or me. But it's like, do you want to have to like explain yourself the rest of your life, for something so dorky as some TV shows that you watched in the 80s? Like, but it's still part of who you are, kind of like in a way, right? But yeah, it was kind of funny that this bell. So this I don't know. Some of this message could be like a bellwether also for you guys, like, and especially with this marry me thing, like somebody, like if you don't know about this, like, so that maybe somebody's gonna like ask you, you know what I mean? Like that did happen to me in college, like unexpectedly, and like my, you know what I mean, like the young love kind of thing, and you're like trying to make it work, and it's like, okay. And like he showed up, and when I was at college, like we were kind of on and off, and he's like, well, I was gonna propose, and I was like, why? I'm like, we're 18. We're like 18 or 19 years old. I was like, why? No, like, I don't think we should even be engaged or anything like that. Like, it's like maybe it's a good thing that we're apart. You know what I mean? And he's happy now and everything. Obviously, this is decades later now, and you know, people find a way to find their own happiness, right? But that's part of probably like societal pressure too. Like he probably thought that like he had to do that or something. You know what I mean? Like to be like a stand-up guy or something. And it's like, no, so I wish I could come out and say it. Yeah. So if this person does have marriage on the mind, like they are definitely wanting to like say something about it. It's just I feel like it might be not exactly the right timing, because if they're doing their shadow work, right? And like some of them might be like, well, have I changed enough? Like, are they gonna like notice the change, or are they gonna ring the bell on this relationship and be like, next, right? Okay, like the soup Nazi, and it's like, well, wait, and they're like, oh, nope, no soup for you, right? That's what it's like talking to some of these doctors in these hospitals, right? I mean, you only get like what 5 seconds with them, and then they're like, "Well, you were talking really fast and excitedly to the doctor." It's like, well, I know I only have 5 minutes with the dipshit to tell them about, how many symptoms, and they never ask any of the right questions. You have to like explain everything to these doctors, right? I want to be married again. You guys, this marriage thing is like really coming out here. So this 10 of Pentacles, this Ace of Swords, this big moon energy in the heart chakra, this Two of Cups, like this person wants you and them to be together. There could even be like talk around town at the moment about this with the Page of Swords. So this person could have at one time like communicated that, yeah, they wanted you and, you know, them to be together, or, you know, however, or like currently. Okay. Yeah. I don't owe you any explanations. Yeah, I think this is part of this not losing your head about it too, right? So, you know what I mean? Either way, if it doesn't work out, you're like, well, didn't we already try this, right? And I think also some of that is like not over explaining the past and like how you got to where you're at, because still, even though a Four of Pentacles may not be like desirable at the time, it's still a stable and functional thing. I mean, a table has four legs, right? Okay. So four is not really a bad number, right? Jealousy. Okay, so if this doesn't happen like quickly, and yeah, that's not dealt with, some of this jealousy could manifest a little bit here with this demon energy. That could be the demon that this person is dealing with, is feeling jealous in the situation. Okay. Don't worry. So I feel like too, this I don't owe you any explanations is a little bit like, yeah, maybe you don't want an explanation from this person, but what you want to see is something change. It's like, yeah, I don't want to sit here and listen to your excuses. Right? Pray. Okay. I think that'll probably be the last. So again, this don't worry. Maybe that could be like, well, how am I not supposed to worry? Maybe say a little prayer, say a positive affirmation, say, I'm gonna go to sleep and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up feeling better. Yeah, it says I can be very jealous and possessive. So sometimes the first step is admitting, right? And jealousy already came out here once, and that could be again this demon. So maybe you can just say like, I would like to pray that I am less demonically jealous, right, or possessive over my love interest, right? And then, you know, maybe that's what's going to actually come through in this Two of Cups. And, you know, it's going to be powerful here, like with this werewolf, but it's going to be done with love, okay? So, anyway, I hope that you guys have a swell rest of your evening. Please do like the video or subscribe to the channel if you're in the chat tonight. And until next time, do manifest wisely. Bye bye.